Alright, so I'm just up here in the Southern Islands and I've gotten dragged into buying this thing. A couple of my mates said it wasn't a real four-wheel driver because I had a Jeep, so I thought why not buy the oldest Landcruiser you can get. Kurt over here, the absolute legend, has just ripped me off. No, he's a good bloke. He sorted me out with some spares, so pretty keen to get started on this new project, but first we've got to get it up on this trailer. Alright, so we literally only pulled this off the trailer this morning and I got curious and wanted to see if it would start. So I pulled the plugs out, put some ATF down in there to lubricate everything. We actually got it turning over and it's actually got perfect compression, which I didn't expect. When we were cranking it over before I bought it, there was a really loud metallic noise. But after putting an extra 5 litres of oil in it, just to fill the whole engine up with oil, cranking it over a bit, that metal noise went away. So I think it might have been one of the rings sticking to the piston, but it's got perfect compression, turns over. The dizzy seems to be working, so we're gonna put some start your bastard down the carby and see what happens. So according to the guy I bought this off, this thing hasn't started in at least 11 years. So let's just see what happens. See if we can even get it to go bang. No way! Go. It's running! Oh wait, it's actually running! Oh shit! Oh my god! It must have fuel hooked up! I cannot believe that. That was absolutely insane. So that was with 12 litres of oil in the engine. So I dumped all of that. And the oil was actually fairly clean. Someone had put new oil in it while it hadn't been started. But I drained all that. Now I'm going to put the correct amount of oil in and see if I can get this thing to run. And then if it keeps running and that knocky noise doesn't come back, because if that knock noise is still there, there's a possibility that we could still have a problem down the bottom end with one of the bearings and it could still need a rebuild. But if that noise goes away, compression's all good, there's no need for this engine to be rebuilt. We can put a gasket set through it and it can go back in, which is going to save a bit of money on this project, save a lot of time, and we can get into the fun stuff. So anyway, just finished topping up the oil now and we're going to give it another start. I'm going to drain the fuel tank. Put some fresh 98 in it, should make it better. Alright, so it is confirmed. Rodney's knocking at the front door, and by that I mean that one of the rods is about to fly out the side of the block. But that's alright, at least we know that all the other stuff on this engine works. So the first thing that I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to start stripping stuff out of the inside so I can give it a good clean. I'm going to pressure clean the outside, and then this car's probably going to just sit around for a little bit while we get the HX finished. And, you know, might order a couple parts in the meantime, you know, figure some other stuff out, maybe pull the engine out. But the main focus at the moment is going to be the HX. I just kind of want to get this thing stripped down so I know what I'm dealing with, and it's just a little bit cleaner, and then we can go from there when we finish the HX. So let's start stripping this interior. That's my left blinker. Little bit. What else? Oh yeah, I got some lights. What else? Windscreen washers? Nah. Got a fan. What? Hazard lights? Yeah, hazards are working. What else? That's it. That's cool. Alright, I can give you a bit of a look through now that it's not covered in stuff. So this floor is actually really solid. It's surface rust all over it, obviously. But there's actually no holes in the whole floor, which I'm so happy about. There is a lot of rust though around where the top joins to the bottom in that back corner, over there as well. But all the bottoms down here are all good, which I'm super happy about. So I'm kind of going to just leave it in this state for now on the inside, but I'm going to turn our attention to the outside. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave the Landcruiser at for now. It's all stripped down, it's been cleaned, the moss isn't going to keep growing, and it's just going to sit in the back of the shed here just until we get the HX done. I'm trying not to jump around on these projects too much, just thought I'd give a nice intro to this build, and then we'll probably pick up with this again in a couple months' time. So it's probably just going to be sitting here in the background, collecting dust for a couple months. But I'm very excited to jump into this project. It's going to be really fun. Yeah, I'm very excited. So anyway, going to jump back into working on the HX. So these videos should be coming out soon. Until then, please like and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the Holden and Landcruiser content. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.